All right, hello. So our topic this time is the amplifier topologies, no, which is the last of the coverage of the second exam. Okay, so here, no, uh, let's review. No, so just like the BJT topologies, no, in most amplifier topologies, the name of the topology is always the unused port. No, so again, for here, it's called common source. Bakit? Kasi the V in goes in at the gate. The V out is taken from the drain. So ano yung hindi nagamit? Source. V in goes into the gate. V out comes out of the drain. Hindi nagamit? Source. Right? Common gate. V in goes in at the source. V out goes out at the drain. Ang hindi nagamit? Gate. Same with the PMOS version. Okay? Next, we also have the common drain or the source follower. We have input at the gate, output at the source. Ano hindi nagamit? Drain. V in at the gate, V out at the source. Ano hindi nagamit? Drain. Okay? So these are our topologies. And they would usually look like this. You'll see them like that. Okay? So, first off, let's get into it, yung common source amplifier. No? So this is what we've been discussing for the biasing all this time. No? Of course, kailangan mo ding i-bias yung common gate at common drain. No? But you typically use the same analysis techniques anyway, no? And we like the common source amplifier most of the time. We talk about it more than anything else. Bakit? Because this is the most common gain stage. And there's a reason for that. No, you'll see that as we go through this course. No? It's the bread and butter of amplifier design. It has a gain, it has an it's inverting, so you can use it for feedback like an op-amp. No? And it has a decent input resistance. Malaki yung input resistance, malaki din yung output resistance, no? So it's really, really the bread and butter of amplifier design, no? So again, let's observe this amplifier's properties by computing the transfer function. Ano ulit yung transfer function? It's the derivative of the output with respect to the input voltage, right? So for this amplifier, here are the special things, no? VGS is V in, no? That's VGS, right? VGS is V in, VDS is V out because this is the VDS, right? And V out is equal to VDD minus RDID. This is the property of the circuit configuration, no? Though for the PMOS case, this is RDID, no? Kaso yung NMOS muna yung i-analyze natin for now. Okay? So, here, no, for this NMOS case, no, we have V out equals VDD minus IDRD. This is the constraint of the load line, the resistor. And ID equals Kn over 2 Vn minus Vth squared. This is the constraint of the transistor, right? So this is these are the two components of our load line, right? Then if we combine equations 1 and 2, we get this, no? Just like before, we've done this before, right? So we have a function of V out as a function of V in, no? And it's pretty here. It's pretty kasi isa lang yung V in dito, tapos nandito lang yung V out, no? So, anong observations natin? The CS amplifier is what? One, sorry, hindi na, the next slide. The CS amplifier is inverting, no? Yeah, no? We can see it's inverting, no? Next, it amplifies quadratically because with square, no? As opposed to what? Yung BJT kasi natin, di ba? We have e to the VBE, no? This is exponential. The CS amplifier amplifies quadratically. So, mas konti yung gain niya, no? So, yun, no? So, let's analyze. No, this analysis is only valid, again, we ask ourselves, tama ba yung ginawa natin? Well, this analysis is only valid in, sorry, di ko masulat, saturation, right? This analysis is only for saturation right now. So we need to analyze what happens. Kailan ba tayo mapupunta dun sa ibang region? Well, no? Kasi ito lang yung saturation, di ba? So we want to see kailan ba tayo nasa cutoff, kailan ba tayo nasa linear, no? So for cutoff region, no, we want to see kailan mawawala yung inversion natin. So, we see, okay, if Vn is less than Vth, then ID equals 0. No? So, ID equals 0 leads to VDD here. No, that's the cutoff condition. So V out equals VDD. Next, we have the linear region. Kapag linear yung region, ano yung condition niya? We need V out must be less than V in minus VDH. This comes from VDS has to be less than VGS minus VTH to be in linear region, no? And then we get this equation. And the thing about it is, okay, sige, it's really just the same as yung kanina. It's just that this time we use the linear version of the ID equation. Ano pa? Hindi na siya ganun ka ganda. We have V out in 3 places. No? While it's possible to get a closed form solution, meron kang plus minus dun sa closed form solution. This is quadratic with respect to V out. And so, it's not really very useful for us to dissect this equation to make our conclusions. No? In essence, we just have to look at the graph to see kung ano yung i-conclude natin. Conclude natin, mataas yung gain sa saturation and the gain in linear kind of is bad. No? Now, you may ask me, okay, sige, diretso to, no? Yung it's straightforward, di ba, na yung border between cutoff and saturation is VTH because we said that here. Pero, saan pumasok to dito sa graph na to? Well, I'd like you to think about why yung V out dito. So this graph, this equation is, this inequality is in fact y less than x minus VTH. No? And ang graph neto, right, if we replace that with an equals, is a line. In fact, it means x equals, y equals x minus VTH. So it's just the 45-degree horizontal line na projected. We just translated to VTH, no? And in fact, this border appears right there, no? And that's where it comes in. No, that's the border between saturation and linear. Okay. So yeah, that's the VTC, no? Next, we're interested in, okay, so we're making this as an amplifier. So we'd like to calculate the gain, no? So for the saturation region, the gain is, again, the derivative of V out with respect to V in, taking that here, no? Thing here is you don't really need anything other than, you don't even need chain rule. It's just polynomial differentiation. It's RDK and V in minus VTH, no? And anong ma-observe mo dito? Kita mo yan? No? This is numerically obtained, no? Pero, we find that the gain increases linearly with respect to V in. No? The absolute value of the gain. We are interested, again, in the absolute value of the gain. We don't care whether or not it's plus or minus. No? So, we see that it increases linearly with respect to V in. Walang square dito, walang e to the anything. No? So, an increase in V in gives a proportional increase in the gain. No? And because of this, no, we can transform this, by the way, into ID. Ito yan eh. If we multiply Kn, no, so you get Kn squared Vn minus Vth squared, no? So that's Kn times ID. And then we take the square root of this, no? We get yung Kn ID. Tapos meron tayong over 2, no? So if we take the square root of this, we get Kn squared Vn minus Vth, Kn Vn minus Vth. Okay? So yun lang, no? To get this, right? So to transform this into that, we get this again, no? So again, we find that the gain increases linearly with respect to V in and is proportional to the square root of ID. By the way, may times 2 dapat yan. Kasi may over 2 to eh. Right? So you multiply 2. Okay? So 2K and ID. Okay? So, ayan, no? Conclusion is the gain increases linearly with V in. No? Now, you can see here, we also have some gain in the linear region, but it's really not a lot. No, it's -1, a little over -1. That's no gain at all. No? So, you can solve for this, and the other sets of slides actually does solve for it, pero it has a very long form and there's no appreciable insight for it. It's not clear whether or not RD affects it at all, no? But suffice it to say that if we numerically solve for it, the linear region gain is always low. So we don't want to be there. Okay? So, in the case of the PMOS naman, no, when we use it as a common source amplifier, everything is analogous. No? So, V out is RDID lang this time. And the ID equation now depends on VDD minus V in because that's the arrow voltage. That's VSG. No? So, in cutoff region, ano mangyayari? Anong condition natin for cutoff? VSG must be greater than VTH. No? So, ano ba? VDD minus V in, so that's VSG, must be less than VTH to be in cutoff. So if this is less than VTH, then VDD minus V in must be greater than VTH. Must be less than VTH. Okay? So if we're in cutoff, no, then V out is 0. Okay? If we solve for this, we get VDD minus VTH. V in greater than that causes cutoff, which we can see there. No? In linear region, no, VDD minus V out, it has to be greater than VDD minus V in minus VTH. Rearranging that, V in plus VTH must be greater than V out, no? And again, we see the line, no? We can plot that line somewhere, okay? So, in linear region also, we can get the V out versus V in na equation natin. But again, it's really, really ugly because we have V out in 3 places. So suffice it to graph it like this, no? So makukuha mo pa din naman dito, ito pa din yung border ng V in. Saka, ng saturation at saka linear. Okay? So, yeah, yun lang din yung sa PMOS na amplifier. Okay? Next, we have the common gate amplifier, no? So just like the BJT case, so the BJT version of this would be the common base amplifier. So for this common gate amplifier, no, we have that VGS equals negative V in. That's what's special about it, and that VDS equals to V out minus V in. Okay? So solving for this in saturation, we'll get that ID equals Kn over 2 times negative V in minus VTH. Now, this one has negative 1, a factor of negative 1, no, pares negative, inside the square. So we can just remove it, right? And then we get this. So we have V in plus VTH effectively yung nasa loob niya, which is pretty rare. Wala tayong negatives, no? Next, we also have the constraint of the resistor. V out equals VDD minus IDRD. This is IDRD, yung voltage dito. So if you subtract that from VDD, you get V out. Okay? And we also know that V out, we replace the ID in this equation with the saturation square law equation to get this. Okay? And then, from here, we again realize, no, this is amplifying. And without even computing for the gain, we can kind of tell what it can possibly entail, no? So, in the linear region, it's going to look like this. Again, it's very ugly and it doesn't provide a lot of insight. Okay? Okay, sige. So, if we try to solve for the voltage transfer curve of the common gate amplifier, we can get this, no? From the two equations that we had, no? So, ano ba yung magiging conclusion natin? From this VTC and the two equations, we get that the common gate amplifier, in fact, has a positive gain, just like the common base amplifier, no? Kasi pataas yung derivative niya dito, right? Pero, the problem is, it requires a negative V in Q to work. no? Because V in Q above 0 causes cutoff, right? Ito yung cutoff mo eh. And this is 0. So anything above this is already cutoff, right? So hindi natin gusto yun, no? And these are really the exact same drawbacks as in the common base, right? So explicitly trying to compute for the gain just like before. In saturation, ito yung equation natin. Ito yung transfer curve natin, V out versus V in. So anong gagawin natin? We're gonna take the derivative, no, to get the gain. So this is the derivative. We have negative RDK and V in plus VTH. That's just polynomial differentiation to lalabas mo yung 2. So we get this, no? So we find that the gain essentially mirrors that of the CS amplifier and that the gain is positive, okay? And it also linearly increases with increasing V in saturation, okay? Now, one thing you may point out, sir, paano naging negative yung gain? Am I negative dito? Can you look at here? Nasaan tayo? Wherein V in is negative. So if V in is negative, if this V in is negative, then the gain would be positive. No? It's just not very visible in the derivative kasi where V in is in fact negative most of the time here. Pero yun, the reason that this gain is going to be positive is kasi nga V in is always negative for a common base amplifier. Otherwise, it's cut off. No? So, ayan. Okay? And the other observation here, with respect to this V in, it linearly increases the gain. And you can see that here, no, in this numerical solution, no? Line yan, no? It increases linearly with respect to V. Okay? So those are the properties of the common gate amplifier, no? So drawbacks, no? You can probably tell we don't want to give a very negative V in, no? Because that requires another negative source, and that's not typically something we can afford to have, no? So, next one, we have the common drain amplifier. No? So we've discussed the CS, we've discussed the CG. Lastly, we discussed the CD, no? Which is actually one of the most interesting amplifiers. Nilagay ko na dito yung voltage transfer characteristic because I want you to know that this is the same as yung emitter follower natin, the common collector. This is also known as the source follower. V out just follows V in. But unlike before, wala tayong just straight up na 0.7 dyan. No? So we need to analyze to see kung ano yung relationship nila. So VGS is equal to Vin minus V out, VDS is VDD minus V out. And then we continue the solution from there. V out equals RDID. This is the constraint naman of the resistor. No? So ito yung mga ini-impose nung topology. Okay? So let's try to solve it for saturation. We get this. V out equals RDKN over 2 times Vin minus V out minus VTH squared. No? So this is still just the square law equation, pero pinasok natin siya dun sa V out equals RDID. Okay? And then, in linear region, ito naman yung magiging solution. So again, it's the same. We substitute the ID equation for linear dito sa V out equals RDID. No? And again, this is ugly and it provides little insight as to what happens. And really, this region is linear. No? So you can see, medyo flat siya, pero mahirap siyang i-graph. No? So suffice it to say, flat yang lalabas dyan. No? In fact, it's going to be quadratic na patagilid. No? But what we're interested in really is when we're in saturation. Kasi kapag gumagana yung amplifier natin, no, we want to analyze where we're in saturation. So it's actually quite trivial to show that in the saturation region, linear siya. No? Kasi again, dun sa BJT, it was obvious. Dun sa BJT case, no, it was obvious that V out minus V in is equal to V in minus V out is equal to 0.7. No? Dito, ang approximation natin is a little more involved, no? But it's still easy to show. So ito, no? So this is our saturation V out versus V in, no? Which is a little complex, di ba? V out appears twice anyway, no? Pero you can isolate V out here by square root n, no? So with the square root, we isolate V in. No, sorry, V in yung na-isolate natin, hindi yung V out. Pero this is enough to show what we want. So ano bang gagawin natin? Etong term na to, it's kind of suspicious, no? It's the only thing that's preventing us from really concluding na linear siya. But really, if you look at it, it's 2V out divided by RDKN. Ano ba yung V out? V out ranges from 0 to VDD at most, no? It ranges less than that. Pero yes, at most goes from 0 to VDD. Which is, okay, whole numbers, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ano yung RDKN? For typical values of RDKN, actually, we can assert that is much greater than 2V out. Bakit? RD is a resistor. Ano ba typical values ng resistor? Kilo. Kn, ano ba typical values ng Kn? This is a transconductance. So it has values that are typical of current. So for example, if 350 milliamps per V squared, yung Kn natin, then RDKN is 3,500. Even if V out is 10, is 20 over 3,500. This is basically nothing. So, the square root term is almost always basically a non-factor, which means V out is approximately V in minus VTH, which is really what we see here naman. Right? So, if VTH is 1, no? So, VTH is 1 dito sa graph na to, then you get that line, which is that, no? In saturation. Okay? So, yeah, no? If you still don't believe that the relationship is linear, we can show it using the gain. Now, the gain in saturation would be if we implicitly differentiate this with respect to V out. Actually, no, we don't implicitly differentiate it. Sorry. We just differentiate V in with respect to V out kasi nga isolated si V in. No? So once we isolate V in, then we differentiate with respect to V out. This becomes 1. This becomes, this is V out to the minus 1, to the 1/2. So, ilalabas mo yung 1/2 dito. No? So, yeah. Since nailabas na natin yung 1/2, then we go to the bottom and we get this as the gain. No? So, it's always a little less than 1. Okay? Which makes sense. Okay? So, yeah. No? Which gives us that the gain would look something like that. No? So 1 minus something, 1 minus some square root term, apparently kind of looks like that. Pero thing is, this thing is still very small. This is 1. So we've seen the gain is 1. Okay? So yeah, no? Pero, okay, you might be asking again, and you might not remember, bakit natin ginagamit ang common drain amplifier? And this is something that maybe I didn't show very clearly nung common collector, but it's much easier to show for a MOSFET than a BJT. So here it is. No? So bakit ba natin gagamitin ang CD amplifier? First off, we can use it when our voltage is produced by a circuit with a very high output resistance. So for example here, V audio, yung ginagawa nating audio output, no? That's basically, okay, galing siya sa audio jack, no? Tapos meron tayong output resistance doon ng 100K. Pero yung speaker natin is a standard, by the way, standard 50 ohm speaker. So ano mangyayari doon sa audio natin dito? No? So for the, okay, sige. Before that, may tanong daw yung slide. For the cases to the right, which one would successfully drive the 50 ohm speaker? So for the top case, the voltage division will not be able to drive the 50 ohm speaker. Again, this is 50 divided by 100K plus 50. This is nothing. Okay? So anong gagawin natin? We can just buffer it. You typically call the CD amplifier a buffer because ang gagawin natin, we just copy the voltage, no? And now we don't care that there's a 100 kilo ohm output resistance for the original circuit, we just care that, okay, nilagay natin siya sa CD amplifier and the gain is 1. Now we don't care. Right? So yun, no? So hopefully that clarifies kung ano yung point ng common drain at common collector. They're actually really, really nice um, circuits, no? In fact, I would say it has just as much going for itself as the common emitter, no? Hater lang ako ng common gate at common base. Pero what something that will be your homework soon, no, is this. I want you using your current knowledge to show why a CS amplifier cannot pull off the same job as the CD amplifier for this um for this speaker case study. Okay? So 100 kilo ohm na output resistance, trying to drive a 50 ohm speaker. Again, that doesn't work. And this is the common drain version. This is the common source version. Ito, parehas natin dinecouple yung 100 kilo ohm na output resistance. Pero bakit? Bakit ba natin sinasabi mas maganda ang common drain for this job than a common source? That's up to you. Alright. So, lastly, no, we're repeating this, but from the BJT case, no, we know when we're trying to put in the input and output signals, we want to not touch the bias. So ito ang gagawin ulit natin. We can decouple the DC biasing against the input and output signals via decoupling capacitors. So ito yung original na source degenerate bias natin or source stabilized bias. Then this is our common source na configuration. Capacitor to the gate, capacitor at the drain. Common gate, capacitor at the drain, capacitor at the source. Common drain, capacitor at the gate, capacitor at the source. And yung hindi ginamit natin in all three cases are the names of the amplifier topology. Okay? So with that ends our lecture, and that ends the coverage for exam 2.